viewers were first introduced to David, played by Richard Madden, as he negotiated with a suicide bomber in the opening moments of the first installment of Bodyguard. He later went on to become the police protection officer for Home Secretary Julia Montague, Keeley Hawes. Viewers also saw David struggle with post-traumatic stress disorder, PTSD, and being separated from his wife and children. Not a lot is known about the Bodyguard's past, and it seems a lot of his previous experiences will be kept from viewers as the series continues. Speaking about David's character, writer Jed Mercurio has hinted that he could be hiding something very dark. He explained, "David is someone who had first-hand experience of the traumas of war and has difficulties in his home life as a result of that." The show's premise is that we don't know a whole lot about David's motivations. He would appear to be a very highly respected and very proficient PPO assigned to Keeley Hawes' character, Julia Montague, who is the Home Secretary. He went on to note that while on the surface it seems David is focused on his job, he could be planning something more sinister. The idea is that actually, rather than protecting her, he may be involved in some conspiracy to do her harm, Jed continued. The idea is that actually, rather than protecting her, he may be involved in some conspiracy to do her harm. Bodyguard writer Jed Mercurio. This assignment to look after quite a hawkish Home Secretary brings back the traumas and the conflicts that he feels about the experiences he had overseas in the Army. Jed, who also penned Line of Duty, also spoke about where the inspiration for the show came from. "It started out as a desire to set something within the political world, and find a different way into that," he said. "With my experience on Line of Duty, I was aware of the different specializations within the police, so the idea of the Specialist Protection Unit, which looks after politicians, diplomats and royalty, felt like a really good area in which to set the story." The former Game of Thrones star confessed he liked that David appeared to be fighting with himself throughout the series. It comes after actor Richard opened up about why he wanted to take on the role of David. He explained, "I was attracted to the contractions within him. This man who deeply cares and wants to protect, but then also has his really strong political opinions and how they get away of that. So I was attracted by someone who was constantly fighting within himself, but also this inherent good within him." Tonight's episode will see David's job grow increasingly difficult as fear in the capital mounts. The official synopsis reads, "Another terrorist attack raises the UK threat level to severe." Home Secretary Julia Montague holds secret meetings with the Director General of the Security Service, freezing out the police and her own Minister of State for counter-terrorism. As Julia stands on national security propels her into the public eye. Specialist Protection Officer David Budd is on high alert while being put under pressure by senior police officers to spy on Julia. However, David's natural animosity towards Julia fades as his home life becomes more difficult. When Julia becomes a target, David's loyalty to her is challenged. Bodyguard continues tonight on BBC One at 9 p.m.